While in many ways the PlayStation 5 and the way that Sony handles the PlayStation 5 is very kind of situational of what old school gaming used to be all about. You have a console, you make games for the console, you sell games for the console, and you rake in the money. That's very much how Sony makes money and how Sony does things with the PlayStation 5. Xbox, on the other hand, does things a little bit differently. Obviously they go about things with Xbox Game Pass, and the way that they do things is clearly somewhat different than the way Sony does it. But in one way, I think they're a little bit more traditional, and that is with like their E3 offerings and things like that. And it does seem like, even though we're not doing like in-person E3s, it does sound like it that we're going to be getting a big digital event from Microsoft sort of at an E3 situation. So this is something that I feel like, again, should get the fans excited. I wish that we got more of this at various times, but it's still nice to know that, Microsoft is out there listening to the fans, and we're going to be getting a lot of interesting announcements and stuff like that. And even when stuff like this kind of leaks, it does make you smile, and that's what I like hearing. You know what I mean? This kind of stuff is the stuff that really kind of amps me up as a fan, and I want to get into this like as soon as possible. Hey there, everybody, I'm the Crap Gamer, and of course this is Crap Gamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice a few changes around here, but that shouldn't stop you from giving us a like, and possibly maybe even consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me today. It means the world, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. If you guys are new to the channel, please like the videos. It helps them to be seen. It helps me out tremendously. And I know how busy you are, family, friends, school, work, all that kind of good stuff. So thank you guys so much for rocking out with me. It's been nothing short of amazing, and I'm so appreciative of it. Now, we know that Microsoft / Xbox, Bethesda will have some kind of E3 showcase this year, and it sounds like it's going to be one of the more amazing showcases that we've had in a long time, and some things are already starting to kind of come out about it. And this is exactly why I think so many people get juiced up for when it comes to Xbox, and when it comes to being able to get excited for the future of what's coming to Xbox and stuff like that. So I do hope that this ends up being true, and I hope that there's a lot of great things coming sooner rather than later to the Xbox brand. I think they're in very much good hands, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of cool things from them. So yeah, this is something that I'm super excited about. I'm sure you guys are going to be excited about it as well. It looks like a new Bethesda game is leaked. This is just one of a few that have already kind of leaked out to be showcased at their E3 this year. Bethesda is known for their titles like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, and it's always weird hearing that a new Bethesda game, will it live up to the others, as you might expect? Bethesda is best known for games like the Elder Scrolls and Fallout, and a ton of other types of games too. So when we hear that there's a new Bethesda game like we did with Deathloop, our first reaction is, well, why isn't it the Elder Scrolls 6 or something along those lines? Well, anyway, for some, this new Bethesda game is going to be an entirely new IP, and this leak comes from a known industry insider who does a prominent Xbox showcase. And as you remember, the Xbox bought Bethesda, and you're starting to see a huge connection now between what's going on. In the Xbox podcast, he claimed that there's a real-time strategy game currently in development at Bethesda that's titled Project Wormwood. Needless to say, this title sounds like it's a work in progress, and it might also just be a code name. Bethesda isn't exactly known for strategy games, although Fallout Shelter is, sort of one that they have. And since they do say it'll be new IP, we doubt we'll have anything to do with Bethesda games that we know and love. So neither Xbox nor Bethesda have mentioned this new IP by name, so the word of this is all we have right now. And again, they've leaked things correctly in the past. Whether or not this is one of those things, who knows? But not sure if this Project Wormwood will pay off for Bethesda, though they're not exactly known for strategy games, and if you're a Bethesda fan, you're more likely one because of stuff like Doom or Skyrim. So this could be like a little side project. There's always like these little side projects going on at at these things. So hopefully we could see a lot more of these kind of announcements in the future from Bethesda. And like I said, there's a lot of information right now coming about that we're starting to see that Microsoft is going to have this event, and Microsoft is going to continue to, go out there and do their thing and showcase their games and stuff like that. And so Bethesda really does a good job of going out there and having some games out there that maybe we wouldn't have seen before. And that's, I think, the critical part when it comes to all of this stuff. We, like us as fans, we have to realize that gamers in general are kind of fickle, so you need new things out there to surprise people and to get people amped up about the future of the platform. And that's exactly what we're starting to see right now, and that is a darn good thing. When it also comes to this, supposedly Microsoft has a few new games ready to kind of launch, stuff that we've never heard of before. And also it looks like we're going to be getting some kind of information on some of the stuff that had been announced previously, but that we haven't been able to see any type of gameplay for. Stuff like Fable and Avowed. Like, even though that stuff has been announced, we literally have not seen anything from it. And also Forza Motorsport is something that is really causing some issues for a lot of people. And you know what, listen, at the end of the day, it really kind of comes down to what type of games you want. Like, I've come to terms with this a long time ago. When it comes to video games and what Microsoft and Sony offers, for the longest time I looked at it as, oh well, you're not giving something just for me. And now it's like you realize that not everything is just about me. And there's a lot of other gamers out there in the world, and it really kind of comes down to having something for everybody, more so than just having something for me. So that's the way I kind of look at it, and I'm really hopeful that we get some fantastic stuff from Microsoft, from Sony, and it does sound like Microsoft is going all out again this E3, so that's a very, very good thing for everybody to kind of look forward to. And like I said, I would look forward to even more than that, because it looks like, and we say this every single year, it seems like, and I've been a part of this, where I've said stuff like, well, just wait till E3, right? I get it, I get the joke, but and we've also said, well, this might be the most important E3 ever for Microsoft. I think this might be one of the most important E3s ever for Microsoft, for the simple fact that Microsoft has been, the Xbox Series X and S has been on the market for, going on 2 years, and they've really only released, in terms of first party, Halo and Forza so far, really. And this year, obviously it'll be Starfield and possibly a Forza, but people want to see some of those investments that they bought, 4 or 5 years ago, start to pay off. See some of these games, like the Compulsion games. There's a lot of secrets out there that we don't know about yet, and everything so far is just rumored. So hopefully we can get some kind of information, some kind of answers sooner rather than later, and that's, I think, something that's a very exciting prospect. So hopefully we get something sooner rather than later. I know we're only a couple months out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Crap Gamer out.